Hello guys, welcome back to the Proteus channel, and we are here with Angelo Truscello, who made
second place at the Bologna regional and first place in Swiss.
Okay, playing
I played the Black Yellow Luffy. I think this is the strongest and most consistent deck of the meta. I was playing Lucci before, and sometimes I had the good hands, but still lost to this deck because the matchup is horrible. So I decided to switch to this, and it worked out pretty well. So
was the net call
yeah.
of the event. Okay.
So for the list, I'm playing 4 bonds and 4 garbs. The ratio of this card was the most tough decision of the whole list, because I was not sure if it was better to build a deck for the mirror match by playing the free cost Nami, the blocker, or to play 4 bonds for the consistency. I decided to play 4 bonds because I think I prefer to have a consistent list that could
win more games.
Win more games. And also I think that this card is way better than Nami versus the Nami matchup, which is the worst for Black Yellow Luffy, because Nami does literally nothing versus Blue Nami. And this one is pretty strong because sometimes you need to do the combat for dons with Yori and Baby Luffy to play Fist Luffy on 4 dons on curve, so you can awaken on 8 dons.
You have to be as fast as possible.
Yeah,
right?
So aggressive in that matchup. You have to put a lot of characters on board and swing with high numbers. So I think for copies it the correct number. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I played the baby package.
Noise.
Standard.
Why noise? Like
what?
Noise. Like
noise, because I think it's a good card, but there was no space in the deck list. I prefer to play. I'll show you later.
Yeah. Okay. And for Luffy.
So yeah, for Luffy, for Sabo, for Big Luffy, and then for Fist Luffy, for Blower Sabo, pretty standard. Then I was playing 2 Yellow Sabo. This card is so good versus Bonnie, and also in the Lucci matchup, because sometimes you lose if you don't have Awakeners, but with this one you can trash your life, so it does the same thing. And also you play it versus Nami because you remove Kaya on curve sometimes.
Marionita as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I played the Awakeners package with 4 Flampe, 4 Yori, and 2 Makinos. I was thinking about playing 1 Makino, but versus Nami is strong because you can scam them if you have 1 Fist Luffy or even a Sabo blocker in life. And also versus ST14 this card is good because I think versus ST14 you have to be aggressive as well. So I think 2 was the correct number, and also it's a 2k counter. Sometimes you need at least 1 2k in hand. So I was playing 2 for this reason.
Yeah.
And then the best card of the game for Morias. And then for Kuzan, I think this card is stable for copies because in mirror match is the MVP, and also versus Bonnie. When I go second, I had mulligan for this one because if you play this on curve versus Bonnie, you have a good chance to win the game. And then to Ice Ages, I don't want to lose to 9 cost Zoro. And also I think this card is good versus ST14 because when they play Ish or Moria, on 8 dons. You can Ice Age on 9 dons, and then you play. You go with 2 babies.
And you awaken.
You awaken, yeah. And you KO their Ish or Moria with
you basically win
the
the game
Luffy
there.
egg. So you remove their big body and
Go to 9k.
yeah.
And, yeah.
And then the turn after you pop off with your Moria and you just win the game. Literally on the spot sometimes.
So how was your Swiss? Like,
In Swiss, I played versus 3 mirror matches, then 1 L, 1 Calgara, 1 Lucci, 1 Nami, 1 ST14, 1 Purple Luffy, and I think that's it. In Top Cut, in Top 16, I faced the Calgara again, and I won 2-0. Then Nami. He was playing a good decklist versus Black Yellow because he was playing the 2 costs that bounces the 5 costs in hand.
the Nami, right?
No Giga, I think that's the name.
Okay.
So the first game was pretty tough because he played the 2 of them. But then I managed to win the second game because I had a precise game plan versus Nami. I went second and I tried to awaken, not to awaken, but to play Yori plus Baby Luffy on 4. And then I tried to put another Yori in trash, so and at least one Baby Luffy on board or in trash as well. So I can play Moria on 8 and bring Yori and Baby Luffy. So I can put another Fist Luffy from hand in life and awaken. Not to awaken, but go to 1 life, so I can awaken the turn after with the Luffy Fist on board, and I trash my
last life.
My last life, yeah.
Did you ever do the leader effect just to trash 1?
Not in this tournament, but sometimes it happens. Versus Nami, you can just because if you have the life and you don't send the leader, you can use the effect even if you have life. And sometimes it comes up versus Nami because you can bring back something with Moria. I think the matchup versus Nami is tough, but you can win if you play correctly. I think you should aim to don't let him draw cards with White Snake. So in some situations, if they have like 5 or 6 dons, I try to go 10 with Moria or with Fizz Luffy, so they can't just play White Snake plus a 4K 4K event. So they have to use at least 3 cards because they have to play White Snake plus 4K plus another card.
So you deny the draw of the White Snake?
Yeah, I don't deny the draw, but at least they have to play a lot of cards to guard the 10k. And also when they have 2 lives up, I go with it depends on their
hand size,
hand size and numbers of the open dons. But sometimes I go 13 with the Moria, or with the character with the highest attack on board at that time. And if they take the life, I just pass the turn, so I don't give them value to their dons. Otherwise, if they guard, I can attack with small numbers.
Because they use that like a lot of don to defend
the 13. And I think this is the best strategy when they have 2 life up, because I think you want to kill them when they have still 1 life up, because if you put them to 0, then you risk to lose on the turn after, because maybe they trigger the last life, or they draw something, Kaya, Apis, something like that. So you want to have a big full board with like 2 more, just 2 or 3 Fist Luffy, and then kill them when they still have 1 life. I think this is the best strategy.
And then what did you, then black yellow, right? And,
Then
no, Luchin top.
Yeah, Luchin top 4.
Yeah.
That's I think it's an easy matchup. You just want to put Fist Luffy and try to awaken on 8 or 9, and then you just win from there.
Yeah.
And then in the final I faced the mirror match, but it was playing Nami, and they lost because Nami, I think it's the really MVP of the mirror match. But I'm proud for with my result. I think it was the best choice. I think I'll definitely play it in 8.5.
Okay.
And so
and you like any ideas on the 8.5 list?
Yeah, I think I'll play the Nami, the free blogger, because it's good also versus Doffy. And versus Purple Luffy as well. And then I'm not sure about playing Ice Age and Sabo, because maybe you need some space for something else like the small ace. Because versus Blue Doffy you want to play a lot of babies every game, so you don't lose to pudding. Yeah. And with baby ace you have another baby to play on 2 dawn or 4 dawns. So I think we have to cut Ice Age or the yellow Sabo.
Okay. Any shoutouts? Maybe in Italian?
Yeah, I want to shout out my girlfriend who supports me every time for every tournament. Then my trip mates, Eugenio and Peppe. Then a special shout out to Christian Sorrenti, Raiza. He helped me a lot with the deck, and he suggested me to play Black Yellow Luffy. And he's the real goat of the Black Yellow deck. And then my testing group, and also my team as well.
Okay.
Proteus TCG.
Stay Proteus.
Stay Proteus.
Okay.
See you at the next event.
See you in Utrecht, guys.
See you in Utrecht. Bye bye.
Bye bye.